Hello everyone, welcome to my bold and beautiful update channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Steffy's breaking point, shocking moment with Finn on Bold and the Beautiful, February 25 recap. On the Tuesday, February 25 episode of The Bold and the Beautiful, Steffy feels beaten down. She just learned the news that Finn is Luna's biological father. Their marriage might not be strong enough to overcome his twisted family ties. Shocking revelations. Steffy, Jacqueline Massinswood, finally put the puzzle pieces together. She figured out what Finn, Tanner Novlan, had been trying to tell her. He revealed that he conceived a child with Poppy, Romy Park, when he was 18. He took several paternity tests to confirm that he was Luna's, Lisa Yamada, father. This was never on Finn's mind. He hoped to move on from his past and never confront it again. However, the past quickly caught up to him. 20 years later, Finn discovers that Poppy has kept a daughter from him all this time. He knew that he had to tell her wife, even if the truth would hurt her. Rocky marriage. Up to this point, Finn and Steffy have been through so much. They had to deal with his biological mom, Sheila, Kimberlyn Brown, who almost shot and killed them both. Steffy had to deal with Finn wanting to get to know his mother despite her murderous ways. Now she's dealing with the truth that he's Luna's father. The same Luna that kept her in a cage and almost left her for dead. Finn has been through so much. Finn is tired of causing more pain to his wife, but he reminded her that he only cares about her and their family. But Steffy can't move from the fact that he has a daughter. How much more can she take? She might have reached a limit in her marriage. Unfortunately, Steffy no longer feels safe in her marriage, and when she doesn't feel safe, she takes off. Will she take off on her family once again, or will she manage to keep them together? Something tells us that she's ready to end their marriage despite all the obstacles they've overcome. On the February 25, 2025 episode of The Bold and the Beautiful, fans are once again thrown into the emotional turmoil of Steffy Forrester's complicated relationship with Dr. John Finn Finnegan. Over the course of their marriage, Steffy and Finn have faced numerous challenges, but the episode hints that Steffy may have finally reached her breaking point with her husband. Their struggles are multifaceted, with both internal conflicts and external pressures testing the strength of their bond. The question arises, has Steffy finally had enough of Finn, or is this just another hurdle they can overcome? The strain of betrayal and secrets. One of the most significant challenges in Steffy and Finn's relationship has been the lingering sense of betrayal. In the world of The Bold and the Beautiful, secrets are a currency that can quickly tear apart even the strongest of relationships. Steffy has already endured a devastating betrayal when she learned that Finn had been secretly working with Sheila Carter, her greatest enemy. Sheila's influence on Finn has been a source of tension ever since, and the fact that Finn has been trying to protect Sheila rather than distance himself from her has left Steffy feeling hurt, angry, and betrayed. Steffy has always prided herself on her loyalty and commitment to her family. She has fought hard to keep her family together, especially after the birth of her children with Finn. But the presence of Sheila in their lives continues to haunt her, and the ongoing strain of Finn's divided loyalties between Steffy and Sheila threatens to pull apart everything she has worked so hard to build. Finn's deceptive actions. In the February 25th episode, it becomes clear that Finn's actions are not just a mistake or a misunderstanding. They have evolved into a pattern of deceit that Steffy can no longer ignore. Finn has been keeping secrets from Steffy for quite some time, most notably about Sheila's increasing influence in his life. Whether it's through trying to protect Sheila or simply keeping her away from Steffy to avoid confrontation, Finn has been engaging in behavior that feels more like betrayal than protective instincts. Steffy's frustration has been building for months. She is no stranger to family drama, especially with her complicated relationship with her mother, Taylor, and her father, Ridge. But the ongoing problem with Finn and Sheila is something that Steffy cannot simply dismiss or forgive. The fact that Finn has not fully severed ties with Sheila is a point of contention that has pushed Steffy to the edge. Each time Finn defends his actions or makes excuses for Sheila, it feels like another betrayal. Steffy feels as though she is being made to choose between her family and her husband, and the emotional toll it has taken on her is apparent in her every word and action. Steffy's growing distance. The February 25th episode highlights how Steffy is slowly but surely pulling away from Finn. In the past, Steffy has always fought for her relationship, sometimes to the point of putting aside her own feelings and needs to make her marriage work. However, as the issues between her and Finn grow more complex, Steffy has begun to reassess her commitment to him. She is no longer the young woman who is willing to overlook her partner's mistakes for the sake of their family. Steffy has become increasingly resolute in her belief that Finn must make a choice between her and Sheila, one that will determine whether their relationship can survive or if it's time for her to move on. Steffy's emotional withdrawal has been subtle but unmistakable. She is no longer as affectionate or open with Finn as she once was. The distance between them is growing, and Finn is starting to realize that Steffy is no longer willing to pretend everything is fine. For Finn, this shift is incredibly difficult because he is torn between the woman he loves and the woman he feels responsible for, Sheila. But for Steffy, the situation is even more complex. She is no longer asking Finn to choose her over Sheila. Instead, she is making it clear that he must choose between loyalty to his family and the woman who has caused so much harm to everyone around her. Steffy's inner struggle. Steffy's internal conflict is palpable as she grapples with her feelings for Finn. She is deeply hurt and angry. But she also recognizes the man she married, the man who has been a loving father to their children and a caring husband, still exists beneath the layers of mistakes and deceit. The pain Steffy feels is compounded by her love for Finn and the life they've built together. Despite everything that has happened, she hasn't given up hope on their relationship entirely, but she has reached a point where she can no longer ignore the damage caused by Finn's choices. Steffy's reaction to Finn's actions is not simply about anger or betrayal. It's about trust. The trust they once shared has been shattered by Finn's secrecy, and Steffy doesn't know if it's something that can ever be repaired. This episode makes it clear that Steffy's patience is wearing thin. While she may still love Finn, the emotional weight of his actions is becoming too heavy to carry. The role of family. Another crucial factor in Steffy's decision to reevaluate her relationship with Finn is the pressure from her family. Steffy has always been fiercely loyal to her family, particularly her mother, Taylor. Taylor has been a constant source of support for Steffy throughout her life, and she is adamant that Steffy deserves someone who will put her and their family first. Taylor's concern for Steffy's well-being is evident, and as much as she wants her daughter to find happiness with Finn, she can't ignore the fact that Finn's actions continue to put their family at risk. Steffy's relationship with her family also highlights how isolated she feels in her marriage. She knows that no matter how much she loves Finn, she can't keep pretending that things are okay when they're clearly not. As much as she wants to preserve her family, she is slowly starting to realize that Finn may not be the person she thought he was, and that could mean the end of their marriage. Has Steffy reached her limit? By the end of the February 25th episode, it seems clear that Steffy has reached a breaking point. The emotional strain of trying to keep her family together, the weight of Finn's deceit, and the unresolved issues surrounding Sheila have pushed Steffy to question if staying with Finn is worth the pain and uncertainty. While it's unclear whether this is the definitive end of their relationship, the signs point to a major turning point in Steffy's life. Steffy has always been a strong, independent woman, and while she loves Finn, she has proven time and again that she will not tolerate being mistreated or disrespected. With the mounting emotional toll Finn's actions have taken on her, it seems that Steffy is finally ready to take a stand and demand the respect and loyalty she deserves. Whether this will be the end of Steffy and Finn's marriage or just another obstacle they need to overcome remains to be seen, but one thing is certain: Steffy is no longer willing to accept Finn's divided loyalties without consequence.